Guys, very quick video before I shoot out. Of course, this news happened for the treble winners. Of course, as I was literally putting on my shoes to walk out the door and go for a walk with the family, there was a little bit of breaking news. It looks like Manchester City have had a bid accepted for Matheus Nunes. According to a journalist for L'Equipe, I'll jump over to it right now for you. This is the journalist here, Loic Tanzi, who said Wolverhampton have accepted Manchester City's latest offer for Matheus Nunes. The Portuguese international will therefore join the defending champions. Wolves have already started looking for a replacement. There we go, a little bit of news, man. A crazy window, a crazy morning as well, of course. We've got the Cole Palmer breaking news. We've got this happening now. Can City just calm down and chill out? But it looks like Man City are going to get their man after all. It looks like this crazy transfer window will happen. And I was right yesterday. I was right. You know I was right. But either way, the thing is, Tolmy did point out this morning that there was, of course, a transfer with Girona this morning for Wolves, which is one of those things where if you're chatting to Girona, you're chatting to City at the same time. It was only £10 million. I do wonder if they went, you know what, let him go for a little bit cheaper. We'll put in a favour. We'll do a deal. And, of course, we'll let you get in Wolves. Is he reliable? Look, I don't know much about him, but he is for L'Equipe. L'Equipe are obviously a massive place. He's got an awful lot of followers. I think this is probably true. I think it's probably true. I mean, he's gone big on this. I don't know who the guy is, but I'm going to pretend it is. I'm going to pretend it is true. We'll find out in time. Let's see if anyone else starts to follow him. But either way, we will see. We will see. I've got a feeling... I know people are very kind of split on this. Brillo, for example, in the chat is not a fan of him at all, but I like Nunes, man. But he is reliable, apparently. This, to me, is... Look, for 50, 60 million, or 60 million, whatever it's going to be, I think he's a really good player. This is only a 10-minute video, by the way, because I said I was about to leave the house, but I still need to chat about this. I still need to talk about this bit of breaking news. I want to be with you guys as this breaks. And please do also... please do retweet my video as well. It'd be massively appreciated, of course. Helping support the channel is always hugely appreciated. I've just tweeted it out right now. Please go and subscribe and support this and retweet this, you know. If you can do that, retweet that video there, that would be massively appreciated. Look, Nunes is absolutely needed. We really need a player. I hope this is nothing to do with the Cole Palmer situation, because it's a totally different scenario here, you know. Cole Palmer is needed either way. Keep Cole Palmer, get Nunes in, and as SDL just said in the chat, the window is done. We've got a very good squad at this point. We've got a strong squad. We've got an excellent squad, and I feel very positive on Nunes. I know some people have really split, but I think Nunes is a good player, man. I think he's a good player. I've been a fan of him since last year when I first started looking at him, when we were linked to him a year ago. And of course, you know that Guardiola really likes him. The most important thing is I think Nunes comes in and allows Rodri a break, because I think Kovacic would play that role. And I think that, to me, is the most important thing. If you get Nunes in all of a sudden, you can imagine a scenario where, you know, you have Kovacic over here, and you have Bernardo Silva out wide. You can imagine this kind of scenario, don't you, where Nunes is there, Kovacic. You can imagine this scenario, or you can have Silva there or whatever, and Nunes a bit further forward. But I can see this being what we do, because Nunes is more attacking than Kovacic, but he can also play as an 8, and he also works hard. He's a squad player, but you got to understand, when you've got the talent that Nunes has got, and he has got talent, people are down on him for some reason, but I do feel like he could impress people a little bit more than we let on. I feel like this is a smart signing, an unnecessary signing. We need that depth, man. We need that depth, and watch how we can develop with better players around him. Elite players... well, are formed in elite environments, you know. Not everyone is going to be a world class when they come in. To me, when you've got the options there, look, our midfield options would be, when everyone's back, all of a sudden, let me just build, you know, what they'd be. It'd be, you know, Foden, Nunes. This is the options that you'd have then, all of a sudden. You'd have KDB. It'd be like KDB and then Alvarez there. And then all of a sudden you'd have... Cover and Rodri as options, you know. Like, obviously he's going to play, you know, Cover instead of... but all of a sudden you see the midfield options there. They're good. They're really good all of a sudden. Like, Alvarez could go back to being, you know, a striker. But then you've got Bernardo Silva could play there as well. Look, you got Foden. Foden could go out wide. But either way, you see the depth suddenly looks really impressive. Adam, I saw your message, by the way, and I will get back to you, Adam. I've just been very busy since I woke up this morning, as you can see. By the way, give Adam Marrett a follow on Twitter if you don't already. Adam is Adam's a top blue. And he does a lot of writing for esteemedcompany.com. I'll give him a shout now. Give Adam, as well, rep up the guy who writes for me on my website. Adam's a top bloke. This guy, go give Adam a follow, everyone. This fellow here, go give Adam a shout out. He writes for Esteemed Company, top bloke, and doing great work over there as well. Give him a follow, fellow treble winners. But to me, this is a sensible potential signing. We need it. We absolutely need it. I do agree that is not necessarily our first choice. I do agree that this is a backup option, but at the same time, I don't think this is a scenario where like there's no interest. Like, we know that City are intrigued by this guy. We know that City have wanted him before. This is where we're at in this situation. Guys, 230 people watching, 250 people watching, 27 likes. You can do better than that. And subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new here, subscribe. Let's get those subscribers up. It does help support the channel, and it would be appreciated. Thank you much, John. It's very kind. But in a scenario where we sign, Nunes, look, we're in a good situation. Like, the squad has everything that it needs at that point. All the tools for the treble winners to kick on and hopefully do marvelous things again this season. And when you look around the Premier League right now, look, the only thing that's going to stop us is ourselves. I really feel strongly about that. I feel that this City side is just needing that depth. All it is needs that depth. And for me, we're looking at a scenario where, like, we've got, we just need numbers and that's it, I don't think Palmer should go, by the way, And people ask, why didn't I say it yesterday? I told someone I wouldn't say it, so I didn't. I didn't mention it because I didn't. But this is what I heard yesterday about Palmer. And it is definitely true, by the way. We'll see how it goes. But I hope he doesn't go. The thing is for me is like Nunes, I don't think he gives us loads that we haven't got. I think that's probably true. Nunes comes in and he's sort of more of the same with Kovacic, and he's not going to bring in a bit of magic in midfield, but you could argue that once Foden's there and De Bruyne's there, that's the magic. But what we do see again, by the way, is another guy who's good on transition, another guy who can dribble aggressively and get further forward. What we saw from Kovacic the other day against Sheffield United, against Newcastle, that's the thing for me, is like we've got dribblers there now, and then we've got another one coming in. I would say he's raw by Man City standards, Nunes. He's not raw, of course. He's a Portuguese international. He's experienced. He's a Champions League player. He's played in the Premier League. But to me, he definitely needs some, refinement by Manchester City standards. Guardiola likes him. We know this, and we know this based on the quotes from last year where Guardiola said, let me try and find the quotes from last year. He said last year he's among the best players in the world, at the time. And this is the quotes from Guardiola last year. Here we go. He said, Sporting's a fantastic team. The champions of Portugal is very strongly with Porto and Benfica. They changed the ball well. They're fast and intelligent players. Matheus Nunes is one of the best players in the world today. Despite difficult mistakes, have to be very satisfied, blah, blah, blah. Nunes is one of the best at the moment. He was very positive about him, So we know Guardiola rates this guy. It's very rare that you see something like this. So we know that there's a space for him in this squad, and we know that Guardiola will use him. And when you get Nunes' raw ability and his potential, and look, I'm not naive to think that he's the finished product, but do I think he's got Manchester City level ability potentially? I think he has, man. I think he has. If you look at his career, he is 25 years old, born in Rio, so he's got that Brazilian heritage. But he did move to Lisbon at the age of 12, so he's been over there for a while. Played, obviously, plenty of football for Eddie Cirencha. I don't know how that pronounces. The Estoril. Then, of course, joined Sporting and played a lot there, becoming a bit of start. And, of course, then joining Wolverhampton last season where he made his breakout. And if he comes in, I think he'll be used. Mullock tweet. Is the Simon Mullock tweet going on? Let me go and find Simon Mullock. What's he said? Mullock is your man for these things. Who pointed that out? Who said that? H Kid, thank you so much, man. What's Mullock said? What's my man Simon Mullock said? What you said, Simon? Here we go. Says, told Nunes to City could be sweetened by a loan move the other way. Has to be McAtee, doesn't it? Surely. You'd think so, wouldn't you? You're like McAtee the other way, potentially. Look, I can't see James McAtee playing a lot of football currently as it stands, in this scenario. I want him to, but I don't feel like he's got potential. But by the way, if Simon's tweeting that, he's involved in this. So Simon would know this. Simon's very much close to Man City. Could be Doyle. Could be Tommy Doyle. Maybe I'm wrong there, you know. Or Doyle. I think Doyle would be permanent, surely, you know. I don't want him to go, by the way, McAtee, but I understand, you know, it could be the scenario. Look, Tommy did say, to be fair to him, Tommy did say he thinks it's true. White smoke. Oh, he's gone for, this is his thing. He's going for white smoke, you know. He's going for that, you know. That's his little hook on Twitter. Fair play to him. We will see how this goes. Anyway, guys, just a quick video. Please subscribe and like this video. It does help support the channel. I am going to be a good son, good father, and good husband and go spend time with the family now. Just a quick video with you guys there. If you want to help support the channel once again, please do get those likes up, get those subscribes up, and I'll catch you later on. You can go and catch all the videos I've done recently on the channel. Of course, I chatted about, only 15, 20 minutes ago, I was chatting about Cole Palmer on the channel as well. You know, it's all kicking off at the moment. Cole Palmer, you got this video going on. The Rivals this morning with Jack Collins, of course. The ASAM pod from yesterday. Go and give it all a watch. For now, though, I'm going to go and have a walk around the reservoir. This is a nice day. And, of course, that means it'll get done when I'm out. You know how it works. Bye-bye. You can find me later. Treble winners.